Welcome, welcome. Gonna put a little ditty on as we wait for the chat room to get a few people in. Thought I'd come on and do some readings, see if there are any new people who haven't had a reading so far this week. And of course, I'll share. Welcome, Critical Break. Welcome. And of course, I will do some reading from Kuan Yin, accessing the power of the Divine Feminine. Here we go. Welcome, Laura. Welcome. There we go. So just please invite your friends. Please share this video on your social media outlet. And I'm just getting my Jane English translation of the Tao. We'll get started. And please like this video, thumbs up. And please invite your friends. I'm just gonna get myself a glass of water. And I will be right back. How is everyone this evening? How is everyone? It's gotten a little chilly here in southeastern Pennsylvania. It sure has. Thank you, Laura, for sharing. I just saw you go ahead and approve that. Thank you. Getting a little bit more people on. I wanted to use the Enchanted Spell Oracle this evening. Can you guys let me know? Welcome, Christina. Thank you, Christina. Yeah, I saw. I'm so sorry, Laura. I saw that you mentioned that you were going to put on a horror movie while you watched the horror movie that was your life. And, a lot of people, they have such, not such good luck with contractors. I wonder why that is. Either not showing up or running off with half the loot. Not sure. Is it because contractors are artists in the rough and so they're even less organized than artists? Some artists. I'm not speaking about you, Laura. I'd say myself. I'm not the most organized of persons. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of reading from the Tao Te Ching, by Jane English and her husband. They are so loosey with the football. Like that. Okay. Actually, I think this evening, how about I share 2 chapters of the Tao Te Ching with you people. CB says it's hard to find a reputable contractor these days. And they come at a premium price if they are. That is so true. All right, so we're going to, let's see. We're going to start with, I don't know if I can get the entire page in. This is chapter 53 of the Tao Te Ching. And I'll put with the English in it, so if you can follow along. You can see the whole picture of the book. I'm sitting on my futon. I wanted to take a break from sitting on my yoga ball and get my mug off of the computer screen. And so that's why I haven't been on the camera in a while, but I will be. I will be. So we're looking at chapter 53 of the Tao Te Ching. Oh, by the way, how's the music? Is it too loud or is it okay? Let me know. Welcome, Jasmine. Welcome. Yes, I hear you. Rest those eyes. Also, I don't know what type of cell phone you have, but I know on my cell phone, I have this Android that I'm using for this video recording right now. And I use a program called Twilight, and it cuts out the blue light. My quantum physicist son told me about it. Okay, I'll turn it down. Thanks, dear. How's that? Let me know if that's okay. So anyway, it's called Twilight on the Android operating system. And then on iPhone, it's the nighttime mode. So on my iPhone that I actually use as a telephone, I have the nighttime mode on from 11:59 or 12 a.m. until 11:59, so it only goes off for like a minute, and it has greatly reduced my eye strain. Okay. Oh, hold on one moment. Let me get the chimes. So we're going to do a couple, if I can find them. We're going to do a couple of readings from the Tao Te Ching and then from Kuan Yin, and then I will pull cards from the Enchanted Spell Oracle. This is the Enchanted Spell Oracle, Medieval Hedge Witch Magic Guidebook. Absolutely love it. It's by Priestess Moon. And welcome everyone. Please share this live stream on your social media platform and welcome you here. I am Tamu Igina, Priestess Heart. Very happy to be able to share this evening with you. I just put my little munchkin in to bed around 7:30 because we have to be up at 6 o'clock to get ready for the school bus that comes at 7:15. Yippee! The joys of motherhood. Good afternoon, Mari. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, all of those good things. So let's take a moment to take a nice deep centering breath to welcome us in to this sacred space. There you go. Okay. Tao Te Ching, chapter 53. If I have even just a little sense, I will walk on the main road, and my only fear will be of straying from it. Keeping to the main road is easy, but people love to be sidetracked. When the court is arrayed in splendor, the fields are full of weeds, and the granaries are bare. Some wear gorgeous clothes, carry sharp swords, and indulge themselves with food and drink. They have more possessions than they can use. They are robber barons. This is certainly not the way of Tao. And that is from the Tao Te Ching, chapter 53. And we will move on to chapter 54. And you can see the image, which is Jane English's photography and her late husband's calligraphy up there in the corner. Chapter 54. What is firmly established cannot be uprooted. What is firmly grasped cannot slip away. It will be honored from generation to generation. Cultivate virtue in yourself, and virtue will be real. Cultivate it in the family, and virtue will abound. Cultivate it in the village, and virtue will grow. Cultivate it in the nation, and virtue will be abundant. Cultivate it in the universe, and virtue will be anywhere. Therefore, look at the body as the body. Look at the family as the family. Look at the village as the village. Look at the nation as the nation. Look at the universe as the universe. How do I know the universe is like this? By looking. I really like that one as well. If anyone has any thoughts or comments on any of the two readings that I just did, please definitely share your thoughts in the chat room. And I am just gonna post another link online and see if we can get some more people in. I'm feeling very interested in doing some readings. I know we have at least one person. I think it was Christina Thompson. Requested a reading. Yeah, it's not always easy to stay true to the path because, there's so much out there to distract us. There's so much to distract us. Sometimes we can get distracted without even realizing that we've been distracted. Keeping to the main road is easy, but people love to be sidetracked. Okay, let's see, where is, whoops, there we go. I'm in the middle of, purging and cleaning. I don't know if you guys saw my, bookshelf with all of my books. I'm trying to find what I did with my Kuan Yin book. Oh, it's underneath this one. There we go. There we go. So we're going to do a little reading from Kuan Yin, and if anyone else, oops, yeah, Mari said oops. If anyone else would like a reading, let me know. Okay. I'm going to do Kuan Yin of, where was it? Let me find it. Kuan Yin. There we go. We're going to do Kuan Yin of courage. Kuan Yin of fearlessness. This is all about courage. So let me see if I can get the whole image in. And it's a good thing I was fully dressed when that camera flipped around. Got my sweater on and all of that. All right. Kuan Yin of fearlessness. The key word is Kuan Yin of fearlessness. The key word is courage. Oh yes, CB says she reminds me of Inanna, lion and all. The four-armed Kuan Yin rides on a white lion with her third eye activated. The lion represents the magnificent power of the Buddhist teachings. Thanks for joining us, Mari. Enjoy walking your dog. The lion represents the magnificent power of the Buddhist teachings, and his roar symbolizes the truth. In her right front hand, she holds the white lotus of truth. In her left front hand, a red triple-headed phoenix representing the fire of the south. In her right back hand, she holds a small white bird to chase away the darkness, while in her left back hand, she carries a fish whose ever open eyes represent compassion. Kuan Yin of fearlessness blesses all beings and transmits a deep serenity that reaches beyond fear. It is in this active form that she is said to have visited the hells to free the sentient beings there. The hell worlds then became a paradise for a short period of time until Yama, the emperor of hell, asked Kuan Yin to leave. For this reason, you and the others should single-mindedly offer alms to Bodhisattva, perceiver of the world sounds, who can bestow fearlessness on those who are in fearful, pressing, or difficult circumstances. That is why in this Saha world, everyone calls him bestower or fearlessness, of fearlessness. So I'm going to just do a little bit of explanation. CB says, oh snap, same story as Inanna as well, as Inanna too. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so as I mentioned before, Kuan Yin, this incarnation of Kuan Yin is the Chinese incarnation of the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, which is one who hears the cries of the world. Now, it is legend that the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara was male, or some say male and female together. So that is why you'll see Kuan Yin appears as a female form, and you don't usually see breast. So it's sort of like Kuan Yin is sort of like in between a complete personification of the masculine and the feminine. And so this translation is Bodhisattva, perceiver of the world's sounds, or the one who hears the cries of the world. So I'm just going to look at the chat room. Okay, just want to make sure I keep up with that. So that short reading, that is true. CB says, Critical Break says they have tried to stamp out females from history, the evil of this planet. And you know what? There are some that even say, even more ancient, if you go back even further, that Avalokiteshvara was actually female. I tend to believe that because, you know, when you think of mother, you think of nurturing, you think of compassion. Now, you can also think of mother as fierce, as exacting and fierce, because, you know, like my little one, he's 8 years old now, but even when he was 5 and he was 4, he would always say, Daddy says yes, Mommy says no. He learned at an early age that if he wanted something, that if he went to ask daddy for it, if it was not of imminent importance, to his survival or needing to be fed in that moment, the answer was not always yes. I was like, no, you don't need any candy. He just admitted to me that he has sweet tea with his dad, because he asked me if I had any tea, and I said, well, this is green tea. He's like, can I have some? I said, no, honey, that has a lot of caffeine. And then he says, but I have tea with daddy. And I'm like, what? When do you have tea? Well, and then he says, well, we only get it like once a week. I'm like, okay. So anyway, there are a lot of representations of the divine where it's said to be, it was originally masculine. Personally, I don't believe that, because when you think about it, where does life, of all, almost, I would say 99% of the animals, mammals, animals, unless they're critters that are unisex, such as, say, the earthworm, where does life spring forth? It's always the female. Even if it's a reptile, a bird, it's all, yes. Dad got caught. Yeah, always getting caught. Okay, so yeah, I remember recently a friend, as I was leaving his house, a friend said to me, God bless you. And then he quickly said, and God was a man. And I looked at him and I put my hand over my womb area, my, uterus, womb area. I said, this is where life comes from. Okay? So remember that. All right. Oh, you lost my stream. Okay. All right. So while we wait for people to refresh, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Enchanted Spell Oracle. That is so true. What is that? Dern de Learn. Welcome, Dern de Learn. How did you find out about my channel, Dern de Learn? Your username looks new. Welcome. So let's put that there. And again, I'm going to pull some cards from the Enchanted Spell Oracle. And I am open to doing Yi Jing readings. So if you prefer a Yi Jing card instead, let me know. Okay. All right. Critical Break says that she will leave a link in the comments about who the all is. It's a near-death experience that someone had, and that we will find it interesting. Okay, go right ahead. Okay, so again, all right. I'm going to go ahead and get out my Tao Oracle. So just in case someone wants a Tao Oracle card, or maybe I can do both. I'm very partial to the Yi Jing and to Benabel Wynn's translation. Actually, she just came out with an amazing tarot deck. She did 1,000 tarot deck print, limited edition, that just went on sale. And she actually sold out in, I don't know if it was 3 days she sold out. And not quite sure if she's going to do another one, but she did the tarot deck Spirit Keeper. Do I have a list? No, I don't have a list. Do I have an ink pen? Because I think I have Dern de Learn, and if I remember correctly, Christina. So there's not too many tonight, but if you would like to invite your friends, so we have Christina first. and then Dern. Okay. And I will go ahead and let you pick which deck you would like to choose from. If you want a reading from the Tao, from the Yi Jing, or if you want the Enchanted Spell Oracle, or somewhere in the middle, just let me know. Hit me up. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. Okay, so I will put you on the wall, and I will do the Enchanted Spell Oracle for you. So I'll put you third on the list. All right. So this first one is for Christina. So Christina, I would like to encourage you to go ahead. Okay. Christina, go ahead and sort of enter into your heart space. You know, ask yourself, please do not print in the chat room your question, but sort of connect it within the divine within you. And I will pull an Enchanted Spell Oracle card for you. Okay, we got Natalie. All right, Natalie. And if I can get a fifth person, that would make my evening just right. I have room for one more and only one more. So if we can get number 5. Okay, Christina. All right, this is for you, Christina. I got this kind of like a little, it's not really a chill, but like a little piece of anxiety just came over me. That's interesting. Like, I don't know, as if you're standing on the precipice of something and you're like waiting for something to happen, sort of like anticipation. Okay. All right, this is an interesting card. So this one is for Christina. Hopefully you can see it without too much glare. You see at the bottom it says purity. You see the crescent moon above her head. Read, purity. For whatever reason, this card, especially with the reed, it sort of takes me back to ancient Egypt, even though you have a rune down there at the bottom. So let's see. No, we don't. No questions. Sort of ask yourself, can I have a reading in the future? We don't ask, you don't type in the question. Your question is between you and yourself. I do go into more of an in-depth reading for people, question through lost my train of thought. Going to my website, link below, and you can sign up for a private session. That is true. Okay, so reed. The Celtic reed has a thick, compact root system that thrives beautifully in deep, watery depths. Its smell is sweet when cut and was often used in medieval times to perfume houses by covering the floors with the willowy stalks. The reed is associated with the finer arts of writing and music, as the reed wood was once used to make pens and musical instruments. That is perfectly fine, Vinny. Perfectly fine. Those on a spiritual quest might ask the Creator, for them to be as hollow as the reed to allow the divine to flow through. The symbolism of the card. Let's see, can you get a good shot of that? The priestess of purity is meditating beneath a botanical wheel containing reed leaves, stems, and flowers. She is clothed in crimson, the color associated with late autumn in the northern hemisphere, and beside her is a Celtic hound. This priestess has strong association with the fire festival of Samhain, Halloween, and the time of the year between the 28th of October and the 24th of November. Now, I'm probably not pronouncing this correctly, so if I'm not, please feel free to correct me in the chat. Samhain is a time of letting go, of ending and beginnings, and is often referred to as the Witch's New Year. Isn't that a beautiful card? This is independently, was this an independently published? No, not this deck, but this is from Priestess Moon. She is located in Australia. So you have this card, Purity. And what I like about this card, you have the red. Red also is connected with the Kuan Yin of fearlessness, okay? Red is connected with your own personal authority. Red is also connected with fire. And if you look right there at her bosom, there's sort of like, I don't know if that's a fan or if that's some sort of spade, but it's silver and it's right over the heart. Fire is a method of cleansing, of purifying, of releasing, of letting go, I even think of sending to spirit. And as I mentioned before, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but just as I was shuffling the cards for you, Christina, I sort of felt this sort of feeling come over me. It was sort of like an uncertainty, sort of like just a tinge of anxiety, as if you're like waiting on the edge of something, as if you're holding your breath. So as we're moving, we're right at the right time of year to pull this card. Is sort of, synchronous with this time of year. So the next 2 weeks, work on your own personal purity, meaning work on really releasing and letting go of those things that are not only holding you back, but are not allowing you to really step into your courage, step into being fearless as you could. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. If you have any questions for me, Christina, go ahead and put it into the space down there. Tap into your potential, that feminine principle. Reeds, they grow near the water, okay? They're hollow, they're strong. And when something is purified, it's releasing not only the dross, but anything that can make it weak. So there you go, Christina. Look into those things that can help you really purify and get down to the basics of who you are and the steps that you need to take moving forward. I hope that helps, Christina. I know that was a little bit all over the place, but I hope that helps. There you go. Purity. Priestess of purity. All right. This next one is for Dern to learn. Christina says, yes, I can see it. Okay. This one is for Dern to learn. Dern, do you want a Tao? an I Ching, or would you like the enchanted spell oracle? Let me know. I'll go somewhere in between. Okay. All right. All right. Christina says yes, very much so. Very good. Okay. All right. You know, they say that this is the time of the year when the veil between, the worlds is becoming thinner. Connect with your ancestors. And I would say even connect with yourself. I do believe that there are multiple versions of ourselves. There are multiple versions of ourselves. Infinite possibilities. I have as well, Vinny. I have been seeing a lot of 333 and 444 as well. And when I ordered the Spirit Keeper's Tarot, I remember Arwen, she said, oh, maybe you'll get 333. Oh, there you go. Christina says, I'm dealing with some fears. I'm telling you, Christina, when I first put my hands on the card in your honor, I had this, it was like, like I said, like this slight chill of anxiety kind of came over me. And so just remember, Christina, rewind this and rewatch and listen to the reading that I did from Kuan Yin. Okay? Kuan Yin of fearlessness. Keyword I can't get my words out. Courage. Gosh, have you guys ever said a word that you said 1 billion times in your life, and then one day you said it and you're like, that word is weird. Am I saying it right? And you said it 1 million times, or you spelled it 1 million times, and then it's like one day, wait a minute, that word is really weird. And that's how I felt when I said courage just now. Courage. So anyway, when you're able to purify your thoughts and purify yourself, releasing, you're able to get back down to the true essence of who you are. And there is no fear there. Because that's when you're in connection with all that is. Learn. Go ahead and connect with your heart center, your place of compassion for self. Donna said, I thought that was just old timers, lol. Okay. All right. So learn. Go ahead, connect with yourself. I'm originally from Chicago as well, Vinny. I only lived there till I was 9, and oh my God, that was almost 40 years ago. Actually, it was 39. Let me not get ahead of myself. I left Chicago 39 years ago. Oh. All right. Well, this is the card that just fell out of the deck. Wisdom. Ivy. September 30th to October 27th. So this is for learn. Oh, look, there's a butterfly there. Or it could be a moth. Now I'll have to figure out, I believe that is an Ogum symbol. That's an Ogum. Yeah. Actually, Vinny, my second son, he is a first-year grad student at University of Chicago in their quantum physics program. He just started. So he is loving it. And it's sort of like it's come full circle. Yeah, another fall date card. Okay. Let me stretch my legs out. I'm not old. I'm just crispy. Wisdom. Okay. So let's dissect this card. Wisdom. I'm going to, you know what? And let me go ahead and get you a Tao. Now with this Tao, I'm just going to go ahead and share the keywords and my thoughts on it. I won't go into the dissecting of it because that would just take a little long. So I have 4 people. If there's one more person that would like a reading, I wanted to round off the evening with a 5. So let me know. Okay. And this is for Dern. We're going to get an oracle for Dern. Okay. All right. So for Dern, we have both wisdom and splitting apart. Wisdom and splitting apart. So I'd like to invite you, Dern, to look at the symbolism of these cards. Here you have, it looks like a feather has just fallen from the sky onto the rocks and the pebbles, splitting apart. Impermanence, collapse, deterioration, separation, let go, surrender, eliminate the old, death. Now, that in and of itself is not a negative card, because what's important here? When you crack open a seed and the husk falls away, what becomes of that seed? It grows and becomes whatever plant, tree, whatever it's supposed to be. But it can only grow and become that which is supposed to be by splitting apart, by eliminating its husk. And then you have wisdom. So let's read what Priestess Moon has for wisdom. This is about acceptance, friendship, and balance. Ivy berry. The ivy berry provides food. I'm going to slightly tilt this so we can get the whole image in. The ivy berry provides food for the blackbird, a bird that symbolizes wisdom and intellect. Ivy was once used to clarify and purify ale so that it was clean to drink, and has long been associated with friendship and hospitality. In medieval times, an ivy-covered pole outside an establishment symbolized that ale and good cheer could be found within. The god of wine wears a crown of ivy leaves and berries upon his head. Symbolism of the card. The priestess of wisdom stands in reverie beneath an herb wheel containing ivy berries, leaves, and seed pods. Beside her is a golden butterfly, a symbol strongly associated with the ivy plant. The priestess is clothed in red, the time of mid-autumn, falling between September 30th and the 27th of October. The appearance of the wisdom card requires you to step away from a certain situation to find some objectivity and balance. The lesson of Ivy concerns friendships and connections with others, especially in terms of accepting people for their differences. Ivy learns to entwine and thrive, no matter what the conditions. Our relationships twist and turn and sometimes become rocky. It's interesting how I'm seeing how these two cards have to play together. You know, where I just read here about our relationships twist and turn and sometimes become rocky, and then we have this feather here that has fallen upon these pebbles or rocky ground. The wisdom of Ivy whispers resilience, to make lasting connections, and to keep the bonds of friendship strong. So on the one hand, we have the splitting apart hexagram number 23. I want to go ahead and read that interpretation. What was that, number 23? The force at large is that of disintegration, of splitting. Dark undermines the light, yin undermines the yang. However, it is not a direct means of overthrow. The inferior outnumber the superior. When you are outnumbered, respond with stillness and devotion to the mountain. Wisdom versus cowardice is often an issue of timing. Being the mountain for now is wisdom, not cowardice. It is not the right time to act. There are no advantages to proceeding in your endeavor. Rule a broad foundation, be generous and benevolent. So both of these are referencing wisdom. Of course, the Enchanted Spell Oracle directly, friendship and wisdom. This is also representing, wisdom, to time to let go, the time to hold on, the time to surrender, the time to break apart. And even sometimes within relationships, sometimes separating for a while allows a certain balance to take place. And even that separation doesn't necessarily have to mean that you go and verbally say to the person, I'm done with you, I need a space from our relationship. Sometimes it I lost my train of thought because I looked at the chat. I know Dern said, I'm not sure what to let go. So what I would encourage you to do, Dern, because I'm a great believer that the wisdom and the information we need is within us. And sometimes there are clues from the outside world that are given to us. And sometimes meditating on those hints and clues and sort of finding that negative space, that space right in the middle, and then that's where we will find our answer. So I guess apparently there's, questions that you might have. So take this hexagram number 23, which is about partition, split, and division, and the wisdom of knowing when and how. And then you have Priestess of Wisdom, that is connecting you with friendships and relationships and learning how to navigate that. So there you go. Leave you with that. All right. Next is Nawal. Let's see. I'm going to check the chat room right quick. Donna says, I had an astral dream about a black bird, and others have said it was a curse. I know it was not. Thank you for sharing. The blackbirds can be a blessing. Blackbirds, ravens, crows, I love them. Whenever I see them around, I don't think of them as curses or harbingers of death. I think of them as reminders, as I like the word omen, as an omen to remember my own personal power and my own personal connection. I just read your dream, Vinny. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So this is for Nawal. Oops. Uh-oh. Let me separate those. All right. I don't know, Dern. I think DeEarn, is that DeEarn, sorry. I think DeEarn, I think deep down inside, you're getting the connection. You're connecting with your own personal wisdom. You probably know what you need to let go of. You're just not willing to acknowledge it. For instance, myself, sometimes I have to learn to let go of trying to guide and direct a situation in the way I think it needs to go or the way it should go. And so, if I got that card, the 23, the splitting apart, it's learning how to stay on my own side of the track and watch that river, that creek flow in between. Learning to let go of my own egoic need to have my hand in everything. Nawal, so this enchanted spell oracle is for you. So go ahead and connect with your heart center. I think of oracle as sort of pointing a way for us to look at, a direction that we may not have considered. But always, as always, the answer lies within ourselves. So this is for Nawal. Here you go, Nawal. Integrity, balance. That is one busy card. So let's explore this card. So this is integrity. 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 Let me get to integrity. Okay, so look at all isn't that a gorgeous card? So these are all hand painted and metal gilding on it. Oh, another ivy. Getting a lot of ivy tonight. Ivy is one of the sacred Celtic plants, and its medicinal use in poultices to heal the body has been documented in manuscripts since medieval times. Ivy is an evergreen, and as such, it is said to bring growth, understanding, and renewal. Here, I'm going to do it slightly to the side. That way you can get the whole card in. Ivy grows in a spiral formation. One of the Celtic most powerful symbols. In the Middle Ages, it was used as a tonic for digestive disorders. Symbolism of the card. The priestess of integrity is standing beneath a botanical wheel containing ivy, elder, holly, oak, sage, rowan, and almond blossoms. I love almonds. Something about the smell of almonds always takes me back to my childhood. Above her sits an ivy-covered Star of David, enclosed within a golden sphere. The priestess holds two great golden scales in each hand, both perfectly balanced, symbolizing wise and measured thought when making important decisions. Inside each of the scales sits the Star of Solomon, a talisman said to bring astuteness and wise acceptance to the wearer. She is surrounded by the Latin words omni modus sapientius, which translates to all manner of wisdom. The ivy plant is featured strongly in this image at her feet. The sacred fly agaric mushroom, encased in gold, acts as a reminder of the importance of spiritual. Where is that? I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is, down at the bottom. Acts as a reminder of the importance of spiritual integrity in our dealing with others. The priestess of integrity sees both sides of the story and chooses careful and thoughtful action. When the integrity card appears, your honor and moral principles are in the limelight. Only you know in your heart if you're acting with the best possible intentions. Being guided by your personal ethics and principles is not always the easiest path, but it is the one that brings the most rewards. Do what you feel is right in this situation and not what others want you to do. Be guided by your values, and don't forget that the honesty and virtue you display has far-reaching implications within the spiritual realm as in this physical world. The lesson of Ivy is that of the other world, the world of spirit. It is also affected by the integrity of your behavior here on earth. Okay, so here we go, Nawal. This one is for you. This is integrity. If you're having decisions that you need to make, or your interactions with certain people in your life. But first and foremost is always your interaction with yourself. Okay? So the priestess of integrity is here to remind you to make sure that whatever actions you're doing, or even thoughts that you consistently hold, that you're acting in a way that is in alignment with your soul, is in alignment with your higher self. And yes, I like to use the term higher self. What do I consider higher self to be? Hold on one second. My leg was just getting a little sleepy. I consider the higher self to be that deepest part in your subconscious, unconscious mind that knows all of the wisdom, that knows what you need to do. And sometimes you connect with it and you listen to it and you hear it. And then sometimes we purposely ignore it, and therefore we act outside of our own personal integrity. Gina Tay, that is going way back, way back, way back. So here you go on the wall. Are your steps, if you look down here at her feet area of the priestess, as was mentioned, Ivy is at her feet. The relationship you have with yourself. Are you connecting with yourself and acting in a way that is in accord with the divine that is within you? Are you acting and leading your life in a way that you are connecting with your own personal integrity? And sometimes we do it without even realizing it because we want to please other people. We want to be in their integrity, and so sometimes we negate ourselves. So the priestess of integrity, Nawal, is calling you to carefully check in, and if you look up there, you see that third eye. Check in with your own internal wisdom and make sure that the choices that you're making are connecting with your own personal integrity, and despite what others around you may assume and encourage you to do. Nawal responds, wow. So does that resonate with you, dear Nawal? So there you go. You can let me know your thoughts if you care to. If they're private, that's fine too. Gina Tay, my mother, growing up, we always had a bottle of Gina Tay in the house. Nawal says, yes, it really does. Yes, it really does. My favorite scent, Egyptian musk, Shalimar, all of those oils from the 70s. I love jasmine. I wear lavender a lot. Okay. You are welcome, Nawal, and I thank all of you guys for being here. Please check out the links down below. You can check out my website. I also have a PayPal link down there if you'd like to show your appreciation by making a donation. Any amount is always appreciated. Natalie, dear, are you still here? And I have room for one more, so if you would like me to pull a card for you, please say me too. Vinny says, thanks, love. Vinny, do you want a card? I don't remember if you wanted a card or not. If you do, yes, I love the musk. Okay, Donna says, me too. And Vinny, let me know if you want one. Natalie, yes, okay. And Donna, welcome Z Girls VIP City. Oh, yes, sorry, Cece. I know you said it earlier, now I remember. Okay, all right. And Vinny says, oh, snap, me too. Okay, so then that's it. Nawal. So I got 4 more, and then, let's see, what time is it? Let me just, all right, it's not too late. It's only 9 o'clock. I should probably get off by 9:30. Do a little reading and go to bed. Okay, so next up I have Natalie, Donna, Cece, and Vinny. Yo, Vinny. Okay. All right, Natalie, how about another enchanted spell oracle? Since we're Aces. Oh, okay. Welcome. Critical Break says, yikes. What's the yike for, CB? Oh, I don't know. I am seeing this. I'm doing the stream on my cell phone, and I see this stream on my computer, and it doesn't seem to be interrupted. So it might be on your end, dear. I'm sorry. All right, so this is for Natalie, dear. Drop into your heart space. Ask yourself what you most need to hear at this time. So this is for Natalie. Ooh, I just had this interesting sensation, Natalie, as if the top of my head was sort of pinched going up, as if it was being massaged. That was an interesting sensation. Trying to get into the habit of learning to pay attention to physical sensations when they come on. All right, so Natalie, I had this interesting sensation around my head. It sort of felt like, almost like a crown going around the top of my head and kind of pulling up just a little bit. It was very slight. All right. Donna. All right. Ooh, ritual. Oh. Now it says that my video playback was interrupted. Oh no. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, my live is still going on. It's on the television. I'm sorry, on my computer it says video playback is interrupted. So I have no idea what's going on. I still see it. Okay, Donna still sees it. All right. All right. Error occurred. Please try again later. All right. Well, I'll just close that out and let that go. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I apologize. Okay. No, nothing like him. Okay. So back to Natalie. Natalie, are you still there? This is your card. It's very interesting. Ritual. You have this very wild, witchy looking woman. And I'm guessing that's like Gaelic down at the bottom. I don't know. Looks like Gaia Brew, almost like Witch of the Earth. I don't know. But let's look up what the ritual card is. I mean, I can tell you right off the top of my head, you see the cycles of the moon going around. You see the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the cycles of the moon. You can see it kind of on the side. And it's interesting. Look at the top of the card, Natalie. Look at her face, right around her face. Remember, I mentioned that I felt this like a crown, like this pressure encircling my head is sort of like pinched it and pulled it up. And so you see this halo around her, and halo in the sense of not that she's like this perfect angel, but sort of like connecting with your own ascension. And I know that word is becoming so played out in the New Age movement, but ascension in my mind, meaning you're doing things that are elevating the sacredness of your life, okay? You're being called to connect with your own inner mysteries. You're being called to connect with your own inner mysteries. You see the dark blue in the hands, the indigo, the crown over the face, the crescent moon on the forehead, and whether you want to call it a crown or a crescent moon over the head. And then you have all of the symbols, the patterns, everything all over the body. You're being called to connect with the mystery of yourself and engage in your personal rituals, because it is through those rituals that are going to guide you to your sacred ascension, and whatever that means for you. Not this ascension that whatever is going on in the New Age movement, I'm not talking about that, but the ascension that it is marked in your own DNA, the staircase of who you are. And interesting, I just said DNA and I happened to look at her thigh. Kind of reminds me of a helix, the double helix of the DNA. It's encoded in who you are, and it will all be released. That is my cell phone telling me it's time to go to bed. So there you go, Natalie. Natalie says, yes, I understand. And I think I've lost everybody. Oh yeah, the movie scene has definitely changed, Vinny. It is not the same. Not the same anymore. There's no more creativity. None. It's like so much is being rehashed. Wow. I have no idea. It looks like Donna is still here. For whatever reason, the video stream is lost, but I'm still showing as live, so I'm going to keep going. The next on my list is Donna. Donna. So Donna, I hope that you are still here or you will rewatch in, let's see. All right. You still, okay, so you can still hear. Okay, very good. All right, so this is for you, Donna. Go ahead and check in with yourself and see what you most need to know at this moment to carry you forth for however long. All right. Let's see. Okay, so everyone's still here. And after Donna, it's CC. Yeah, it's not even showing me. It usually shows me how many people are in the chat room, and it's not showing me that. But I can still see you when you type up, so don't know what's going on, but I will keep recording. Okay, so this is for Donna. And here, let me put this back so we know what page we're on. Donna says, breaking down my humanity and reaching for eternity. All right, so this is for Donna. I just felt this interesting sensation, Donna. It sort of entered through the left side of my body, almost at my heart, on the left side of my heart, and then it went down into my left leg and out my left foot. Sort of like, it wasn't unpleasant. Interesting sensation. Okay, this is for Donna. It's one of those classic 70s names, Donna. All right. Okay. Ooh. There you go. Love. And I have a call. Oh, I'm going to have to call that person back. There you go. Love. Okay. Love. And then I open my book and it takes you right to love. Relationships, connections, possibilities. There's a tree of roses. This is for you, Donna. Love, Donna. Love. Is that a dragonfly? It almost looks like a dragonfly. I can't see it. Oh my gosh. The scent of roses must be one of the most loved and revered fragrance. It soothes the soul and creates feelings of happiness and comfort. On a metaphysical level, the rose perfume symbolizes universal love. Roses are ubiquitous in love spells, for it is the queen of flowers. The smell of rose essential oil can relieve depression and create feelings of love and confidence. Rose is associated with the heart chakra. And the flower has an overabundance of medicinal properties that soothe and heal. Another thing about rose is what I've heard. I guess I've learned it through Edgar Cayce's teachings, is that rose, like the essential rose oil, is it connects with the angelic realm. Now, when I think of angelic realm, I don't think of like airy fairy angels, but I think of messengers, messages that need to be brought to this realm, and we connect with those unseen messengers and the messages that are being relayed to us. So let's look at some of the symbolism of this rose card. The love card depicts a couple being handfasted underneath a red rose tree. The image the image is one of sweet commitment and love. Two dragonflies dart around the roses, symbolizing the change from youthful desire to a deeper, more mature emotional connection. The appearance of the love card suggests an important new relationship is about to change your life for the better. It could be a romantic relationship, a business relationship, or the blossoming of a friendship. Keep your heart open to new possibilities. Isn't that interesting? Remember, Donna, when I just said that after I called your name and encouraging you to drop into your center to connect with your message, I told you that I felt this sensation come in on my left side and sort of hit the left side of my heart, that left side, and just go down my leg. It wasn't a foreboding sensation. It was just an interesting sort of tingle. I have a feeling that this love card, that this love oracle is calling you to listen, to connect with your heart, to listen to the message that is coming through to you. And, do your own Google search on dragonflies and the symbolism of dragonflies. And if you can get Edgar Casey's rose water and have that in like a little spritzer bottle and spray yourself with it, it's sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not dedication, not sanctify, but sort of cleansing your space. You know what I mean? I can't think. It's like you dedicate something. The word is not coming to me, but get yourself some rose water and connect. There's like a mission for you. There's a message for you. It could be a new relationship. It could be a relationship with your heart center, connecting with your heart. That's the organ that was touched when I was shuffling for you. And then we have love. And the most sacred of relationships is this relationship you have with self, with yourself, with your part of the greater self. And when that relationship with yourself is deepened and nurtured, you got the all in all right there. You can tap into that reservoir. Okay. Thank you, Donna. I hope that helped. I hope that resonated. Donna says, I'm listening, spraying myself with rose quartz by Mineral Ink as we speak. Yeah, get yourself some rose quartz and some rose water. That's what I meant to say. Edgar Casey's rose water. All right, this one is for Cece. Cece, are you still here? I'm going to give everyone just a moment. If Cece is still here, if Vinny is still here, let me know. Okay. I'm just scrolling through the chat. Donna says, my Gina Tay grandma comes to me as a dragonfly. That could be the message right there. Check in with your heart. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Vinny. Vinny. This is for you, Vinny. All right. Okay, this is for Vinny. Okay. Luck. Ooh. Looks like a giant martini glass. This is going to be an interesting card. Luck. Are you a particularly lucky person, Vinny? Luck. Is there really a such thing as luck? Or is it synchronicity? Is it what is meant to be? Maybe there is no luck. Maybe there just is. Chance, good fortune, lucky windfalls, star anise, the earthy anise seed perfume of the 8-pointed spice, star anise, is used extensively in spells to attract wealth, excellent career prospects, and to bring good luck. The number 8 has been associated with good fortune. The symbolism of the card: the priestess of luck is bursting out of a cocktail glass containing a golden liquid infused with the star anise pod, much the same as the infamous green fairy. The spirit of the absinthe drink, the priestess is associated with the quicksilver element of air and the fleeting nature of luck. Luck is an unpredictable energy, and in this case, it's important to focus on luck as a positive force. The abracadabra triangle, signifying surprise good luck, is represented in this artwork. You see it? The abracadabra triangle. Where was I? The appearance of this card can also mean monetary windfall. When you draw the luck card, this indicates that good luck is on its way. Be ready to graciously receive, because this little slice of good fortune is meant for you. Good luck doesn't have to always mean money. It can mean being in the right place at the right time, serendipity, or everything falling into place in a beautiful and easy way. So that's what I'm thinking. As I mentioned before, it's not really luck. It's being open to synchronicities, and it's also using wisdom to know when to check in and connect with the synchronicities, because not every synchronicity you want to check in with. You want to make sure that what is being presented is actually what's being presented, and it's not symbolizing something else. So this card is your encouragement, Vinny, to pay attention to the signs and the omens around you, and to be in attunement with those signs and omens that are going to benefit you. Yes, as Vinny says, true. If you're not aware, you could miss an opportunity. So being aware of opportunities as they present themselves. Okay, I did not mean for this stream to go almost an hour and a half. Love you guys. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to have to say, good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. I did say I wanted to finish by 9:30, and it is 9:29. So there we go. So thank you. Do me a favor, please thumbs up this video. Please leave a comment in the comment section after the live stream is done. I would really appreciate you leaving a nice comment. That helps to encourage other people to interact. And please this video. If you take a comment, where's my thing? Okay, there it is. This is what I like to. Here, let me move that card. Donna says, be open to seeing the answers as they come to you rather than trying to find the answers in what you see. There you go. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you, Donna. So let's take a moment to remember our ancestors and all those who have transitioned before us, who have come before us. There you go. And check out my website, and all of that good jazz. I wish you peace and great bliss.